Hello, everybody! Welcome back!
Welcome back!
Yes, we got the Phoenix in the house today.
The one and only.
I thought Phoenix was still staying in Khura'in, but I guess it looks like Phoenix is actually here instead.
I mean, it's actually quite nice that neither Phoenix nor Edgeworth are in this case. Otherwise,
I know, right?
Quite confusing.
Very convenient. But, yeah, for those of you guys who don't already know, Phoenix is here because you decided to go the tier 5ing for appearing in a Let's Play episode. Why Phoenix? Why?
Why not? Just wanted to drop some cash.
I appreciate it. I do appreciate it. But yeah, so I said before, we're probably going to give him a very, very long episode today, just to make it more worth his while, of course, so... We are here at the trial, District Court, courtroom number 6 at 9:30 a.m. on the 28th of April. I'm reading everything backwards, but I don't care. Whoa. Day 1. Court is now in session. All rise! Now, Phoenix, I can't see you, but you better be rising right now.
I'm standing. I have risen.
Sweet.
And now I will sit down again.
Me too. Alright, the old judge is back. Let's go.
Yeah.
Court is now in session for the trial of Trucy Wright. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Now, did you want to voice him, or...?
I mean, sure. Not.
I guess a fun fact about him, by the way, that we literally went over right before starting this. Apparently, he's voiced by... It's okay. He's voiced by Matt Mercer, and I was like, what? It doesn't seem like the kind of character to be voiced by him, honestly.
And then it's not even true, and I just misremembered.
Wait, really? No?
I don't know. I mean, I think he was voiced by Matt Mercer, but I haven't looked it up.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
I mean, I have looked it up, but like 5 years ago.
Oh. Oh yeah, this game's 5 years old. I forgot about that.
Yeah, and I haven't played it since it came out.
Jeez. And the prosecution. I'm just going to refuse to say anything. Prosecutor Sahdmadhi.
Pardons. It was rude of me to keep you waiting. I was praying for the victim.
Oh, praying. Yes, I see. I like judge voice again. I feel like I'm not doing it right.
I don't know, man.
You're a Khura'inist monk, correct, prosecutor?
Yes, that is correct. I am but a lowly monk from the Kingdom of Khura'in.
I kind of like how his little scarf thingy's just floating around him a little bit.
Yeah. I beg in advance for the forgiveness and kind patience of everyone here in this court. I am unfamiliar with the proceedings of this country and may make many blunders.
He seems like such a gentle-mannered soul, doesn't he? I wonder if Emma had a chance to talk with him about Trucy. Probably not.
Never heard of her.
And now then, Prosecutor Sahdmadhi, your opening statement if you would.
Certainly. In the name of the Holy Mother, I vow to guide the victim's soul to a land of eternal peace known as the Twilight Realm.
Oh no, not the Twilight Realm again.
Now, let the last rites of the victim begin.
Nahyuta Sahdmadhi. He's really been making a name for himself, apparently. But that nickname, Last Rites Prosecutor, I wonder how that will come into play today. Whoa, a scroll.
The incident took place in the middle of a spectacular magic show. The accused performed a magic trick in which she thrust a sword into a coffin. A coffin from which the body of the victim then spilled out, dead from a fatal stabbing. The victim's name was Man of Mystery, otherwise known as the Great Mr. Reeves.
You know, if you didn't say it correctly, I would have not known what that meant.
His blood was found on the sword that was used during the magic trick.
Autopsy
Also, don't
Go on.
assume I'm saying things right, you know?
Oh, you're definitely saying that right. That was...
I'm just saying.
Second you said that, I was like, oh.
Oh.
The victim's real name was Man of Mystery. His blood is on the murder weapon. Oh no. So his death was just an unfortunate accident.
Only natural for one to assume as such, Your Honor. However, it was no mere accident, but rather a homicide. The prosecution's position is thus that this was a murder made to look like an accident.
I see, and you believe this crime was committed by the defendant.
After a thorough consideration of all possible scenarios, I unfortunately had no other choice but to conclude as such.
So that's how it's going to be, huh? I guess Emma couldn't convince him after all. Nope.
Nope.
Very well, and now let us hear from the defense. How old do you think the judge is at this point?
I don't know, 70?
Dude looks like he hasn't aged a day in the last however many years it's been now.
I mean, he's been pretty old from the start, so I don't know.
I know, right?
You don't notice the changes.
He's like 100 years old, we just don't even know it.
He's immortal.
He's a god. Naturally, we have maintained that the defendant is innocent, Your Honor.
If the defense wouldn't mind, could you please explain your reasoning?
We believe in her. My reasoning? Well, I would have to say my main reason is because I believe in the defendant. Yeah,
Well,
exactly.
I see. So you find it difficult to come up with anything more concrete than that, do you? What a fine demonstration of the fact that you are indeed a lawyer of putrid mind.
Putrid mind? Prosecutor Sahdmadhi? Excuse me, something. What? English, please?
English doesn't exist.
Okay, I just want to see what Apollo said.
Exclamation mark.
If you don't mind my asking, Prosecutor, what was that you were just chanting?
A sutra of the Holy Mother that guides those of tainted soul towards enlightenment. It is a Khura'inist incantation to awaken the foolish from their fruitless slumber. Fitting for a lawyer who indulges in such fancy as the innocence of the accused.
I see. So basically you're asking the defense to get real. That's one way to put it.
Yeah. Allow me these few words, defense. It is my duty as a monk to punish sinners and to guide victims' souls to the Twilight Realm. Should you show repentance and admit to the accused's guilt now, no harm will come to you. But should you interfere with my sacred last rites for the victim?
Slap.
Then I shall cast you down into the pit of hell along with Trucy Wright. Oh wait, heck. Pit of
No,
heck.
it's okay. Now wait just 1 minute here. Putrid? Pit of heck? Is that any way to address someone in a court of law? Prosecutor Sahdmadhi, that may be the way you conduct trials in Khura'in. But I would appreciate it if you would refrain from such charged language here. He has a problem with that, but he never has a problem with, like, Franziska von Karmer's going into a whipping frenzy. Jeez.
He's just scared of her.
That makes sense.
Your Honor, that was but a Khura'inist sermon for those who have strayed from the path. Harsh words are often necessary to admonish contemptible deviants who cannot see reason.
Oh, I see. I didn't realize. I guess they really do hate defense attorneys in Khura'in, huh? Even still, that was way over the top as far as verbal abuse goes. It didn't seem that bad. And the trial's only just begun. Well, defense, I suppose the way a prosecutor does things varies by country. Why don't we look at this as a cross-cultural exchange and try to be open-minded about it? What? Bailiff, please bring in the first witness. Witnesses. Oh, it's Emma.
Nahyuta.
Oh no, she brought him back. Munch, 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 munch. Uh-oh, I thought she said goodbye to the snackoos. Munch, 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 munch. Detective Sky, this courtroom is no place for gorging yourself. What's wrong with having a little snack? Girls gotta eat, right? She, seems a little stressed out.
Detective Sky, your testimony, please.
Yeah, about that. I just want to state for the record that I believe that Trucy Wright is innocent. I'm sorry?
Detective Sky, that path you seek to follow is misguided. Giving the wrongdoer false hope will only deepen her despair in the end.
But
Let it go and move on. Acts which go against your duty will earn you divine punishment from the Holy Mother.
Oh no, not divine punishment. Oh, I never thought about it like that.
Oh no.
Munch, 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 munch. Chew, 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 chew. Fine, I don't know about the divine part, but I get the punishment bit loud and clear. I guess Emma got assigned tons of paperwork or something for sticking up for Trucy. She and Prosecutor Sahdmadhi don't seem to get along very well, do they?
Shall we continue? The prosecution contends that the accused had a clear motive. The evidence, if you would, Detective Sky.
Alright, please take a look at this poster. Cancelled. It's a True Grimari poster from 13 years ago. Is it just me, or is that a little different from the one in Miss Wright's dressing room? This is a revised version of that poster. This one says cancelled under Mr. Rias. That's right, Mr. Rias left the troupe after the first version of the poster was printed. Whoa, oh no. Take a look at Mr. Rias' right forearm, near his elbow. See the big scar there? Yes, I do. He apparently got that when he made a mistake while practicing a magic trick. Ouch, that's quite a scar. Because of the accident, Magna Fey Grimari concluded Mr. Rias was too unskilled. Just before the show was to open, Magna Fey announced Mr. Rias wouldn't be appearing. But in defiance of Magna Fey's decision, Mr. Rias tried to go on stage anyway. This in turn caused Magna Fey to oust Mr. Rias from the troupe on the spot. That's intense right there. He kicked Mr. Rias out? That seems rather extreme. I agree. Did he really have to go that far?
When it came to magic, True Grimari was so passionate, or should I say extreme about it, that it caused problems for them from time to time.
Yes. They even caused this court a mountain of trouble with their extreme antics.
Indeed. And now the troops succeeded in murder. It seems the troop's rare talent was inherited by the right person after all. A putrid talent for criminality.
Oh no.
Oof.
Dot, 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 dot.
Dot, 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 dot,
Dot, dot, dot, dot, dot, dot,
dot, dot, dot.
You sound rather extreme yourself, prosecutor.
Criminals with impure souls do not deserve sympathy, Your Honor.
Ahem, as I was saying, after his expulsion, Mr. Rias apparently went on to hold a grudge against the troop.
He would tell those close to him, I will get my revenge on Troop Grimari someday.
Revenge? That certainly sounds antagonistic. 13-year-old poster updated in the court record. Mr. Rias apparently ousted from Troop Grimari 13 years ago due to an injury he sustained.
Because he was bad.
Wah, wah, wah. I know, right?
And then his chance for revenge finally came. If you would be so kind, Detective Sky.
I guess I don't have a choice, do I? Nope, you don't have a choice. Witness testimony to defendant's motive. The victim planned to get his revenge on Troop Grimari during Trucy's magic show. Mr. Rias was going to first steal the Grimari notebook from the defendant. He then intended to reveal the secrets behind their magic tricks during the show. That was the victim's plan for revenge, and while he did, in fact, steal the notebook, the defendant murdered him before he had a chance to reveal the secrets. Whoa.
By the time the accused had discovered the notebook's theft, it was too late. Her only option was to kill Mr. Rios and make it look like an accident.
Objection!
Objection! That's
No.
nothing but conjecture.
Objection!
Oh, he has his own objection too. I thought he was just gonna say Japan all the time or something.
Kratos, stop it. This is going well. The victim's assistant, Bonnie DeFemme, gave the police a statement.
Oh, jeez.
She testified that just before the start of the show, Mr. Rios said, I'm going to reveal all of Troop Grimari's secrets on stage today.
What? Well, that isn't exactly a great starting point for a rebuttal, is it? You're telling me.
Allow me to give you one piece of advice, defense.
Oh, and what's that? Give up now.
Turn back.
Oh, it's a pink
Butterfly.
see-through butterfly.
Let it go and move on.
Excuse me?
Helping a sinner will only soil your own soul. One possessed of an unclean soul will burn in the flames of hell, and then be ever burdened with that sin in their next life.
But I don't believe in that sort of thing. I believe in desk slamming. Besides, I have no intention of giving up.
Oh, Holy Mother, grant me the strength to deal with this putrid lawyer. All actions have consequences, and yours will surely earn you the honor of being a mere stink bug at best in your next life.
A stink bug? Now then, Mr. Stinkbug. Mr. Justice, your cross-examination, please. Yeah, Paul's a stink bug now, let's go.
Big.
Cross-examination, the defendant's motive. Oh dang, they changed the symbol to attorney badges now. Oops. I didn't even do that. Okay, let's present the attorney's badge to this. No.
Yes.
I didn't read
Let's
that.
Go.
Revenge after all this time. It's been 13 years already. Let's see. The victim planning to get his revenge on Troop Grimari during the Trucy Magic show. Okay, we're probably not going to do on that one, but alright. Why now? Excuse me. I know, right? I thought that was pretty sketchy myself. I mean, wouldn't he have done it a long time ago if he was going to do it? After all... Whoa. He's speaking Japan again.
It's not Japan! Detective Sky, self-indulgent outbursts such as those will earn you divine punishment. In the form of a salary evaluation.
What are you, Edgeworth?
Oh god.
Eve!
She's getting the gumshoe treatment.
Munch, 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 munch. Wait, that's what divine punishment means? Oh, I guess Edgeworth's been pretty good at dealing out divine punishment then.
Indeed. Let the detective have his snack. This humble servant of the Holy Mother shall explain. Over a decade ago, Troop Grammari was at the height of their popularity. But then their reputation declined and they had all but faded from public memory. Until recently, that is, when Trucy Wright sought to recapture their former glory.
The defendant, and at such a young age too! How impressive!
Yes, the accused's skill at magic is undeniably impressive. If she hadn't fallen onto the path of sin, she would have had a bright future ahead of her.
It's always sad to see such promising young potential go to waste. Now then, Detective Sky, how did Mr. Rios plan to get his revenge? And please put down the snackers before you continue with your testimony. Munch, 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 munch,
No.
munch, 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 munch. Yes, Your Honor. She looks so sad.
Yeah.
Mr. Rios was going to first steal the Grammari notebook from the defendant.
Hold it!
What evidence do you have that Mr. Rios actually stole the notebook? Well, you see, Munch, 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 munch. Whenever you're ready, Detective.
Fret not, Detective Sky. You have nothing to repent for. You should be proud of the fine forensic discovery that you made.
Forensic discovery? And what did she discover specifically?
Detective Sky identified a certain set of fingerprints on the notebook. Upon further inspection, she determined that they belonged to Mr. Rios.
What?
The detective found the fingerprints entirely of her own volition. For that I must say, well done, Detective Sky.
Munch, 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 munch.
Not the science.
You're a little too addicted to using your precious white powder, did you, Emma?
Now, Detective Sky, I would ask you to explain exactly how Mr. Rios intended to use the notebook to exact his revenge.
Alright, well, first he stole the notebook. He then intended to reveal the secrets behind their magic tricks during the show.
Hold it!
I'm going to reveal all of Troop Grammari's secrets on stage today. That's what Mr. Rios himself said, right? Right, but he didn't exactly specify which Grammari secrets he was talking about. But the prosecution thinks he was referring to the secrets behind Troop Grammari's magic.
That is the prosecution's assertion. When the accused realized that Mr. Rios was to reveal her family's most closely guarded secrets, she naturally panicked.
So basically, Trucy's notebook was hiding in Mr. Rios' things because he had stolen it himself? I see. Truly a motive that only a magician could have. Yes, that's what the prosecution believes anyway. That's what they believe, or is it? That was the
Maybe
victim's... Excuse me.
Oh god.
That was the victim's plan for revenge, and while he did, in fact, steal the notebook...
Hold it!
Hold it just a darn minute! Do you really believe what you're saying, Detective Sky? Well, obviously not. I'm being forced to say this, because I'm a detective. Do you really think Miss Wright... I almost said Mr. Wright. Miss Wright killed Mr. Rios to stop him from getting his revenge? Thought Phoenix wasn't in this case. Oh. I didn't get to read that. Hold on. Let's see, Of course I don't think that. The Trucy we know would never...
Satura! Keep your private considerations separate from your public duty.
This whole thing with the... I think they added this in Dual Destiny. This is such a good feature that should really just be in all the games.
True.
Did they ever put that in the trilogy HD remasters?
I'm not sure. I mean, I only have the trilogy on... Wait, I do have it on Switch. I don't remember. I don't think so.
Yeah, they should just add it to all of them, Apollo Justice included.
Yeah. I warned you about this very thing before. The trial again, did I not, Detective Sky?
Yes, you did.
Please, recite my exact words to you.
And the Sky, you are a detective first and foremost, not the accused friend. Remember your duty and fulfill it faithfully.
Excellent. So you do remember what I said to you. Your devotion to your work will be rewarded, for the Holy Mother sees all.
Munch, 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 munch. This Holy Mother is no scientific concept I've ever heard of. Those two really don't get along, do they? Well, science and religion go together about as well as oil and water. As I was saying, the defendant murdered him before he had a chance to reveal the secrets.
Hold it!
I'm sorry, but what exactly is the basis for claiming it was murder? Beats me. What? The basis is beats me? You have to ask Prosecutor Sahdmadhi over there, because he hasn't told me his reasoning either. Munch, 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 munch.
Detective Sky. Your feeding of information to the defense has not gone unnoticed by my eyes.
Uh-oh. Ulp.
The bad karma of acts which go against your duty will impinge upon you in your next life. But even before that, it may impinge upon your job in the form of a transfer.
Whoa. Ah! Please don't get me kicked out of the forensics unit, anything but that.
Poor Emma.
I know, right? Poor Emma, she's really been risking everything for us. Well, Prosecutor Sahdmadhi, what are your grounds for claiming homicide?
It was the luminous tape in the understage passage.
Oh?
I realized that it had been moved. Moved so that Mr. Rios would climb up into the downstage coffin by mistake.
What?
Mr. Rios, who was waiting in the understage passage, was supposed to have used the upstage ladder shown on the left. He was to climb up into the coffin that had been set up in the backstage area. After being turned into a stuffed dragon during Act 1, Mr. Rios was supposed to come back to life and emerge from that coffin. But the luminous tape had been moved to mark the downstage ladder. So the victim climbed up into the coffin on the stage itself by mistake. The very same coffin that the accused thrust her sword into.
And you have proof that it was my client who moved that tape?
But of course, Detective Sky.
Oh, that's right! I identified the defendant's fingerprints on the luminous tape. You what? He actually had proof? There's no way!
No! Well, defense, are you finally ready to let it go and move on?
Absolutely not. Detective, please add this information about the prints on the tape to your testimony. Huh. I wonder. Defendant's prints were on the tape. I guess she must have moved it during the show.
Hold it!
What made you think to check the luminous tapes for prints? well... I bet it was Detective's intuition? I dusted not just the tape, but just about everywhere for fingerprints. Oh? I dusted pretty much every single surface in the theater. I mean, it was so nice to be able to dust for prints without anybody getting mad at me. It's good that you're enthusiastic, Emma, but there is such a thing as too enthusiastic.
Nah.
I know, right? The tape was moved to guide Mr. Rias into the coffin that was downstage. If that's true, it does sound like a murder rather than an accident. Certainly doesn't help that Trucy's prints are on that tape. Ugh! Wish I knew what sound would even be appropriate to make in this situation. No! That'd be the sound. The prints were on the tape? Let's see. What to do. Bonnie's teleportation trick and Trucy's escape trick. Nope. Stranger always keeps a smile on their faces right inside. Nope. Body that appears in the coffin, there's a harness around his waist for a stunt wire. Nope. In addition to prints from the victim and Bonnie, a set of unknown fingerprints were found on the top. Yeah, that seems like it to me.
Objection!
Bam! I'm sorry, Detective Sky, but there's a flaw in your testimony. Oh, really? The prosecution is claiming that Miss Wright moved to understage tape during the show in order to guide the victim into the coffin downstage. But does it make sense that she would leave prints on the tape at that time? It doesn't. Please consider the fingerprinting results of the main coffin, which shows that not one of my client's fingerprints was found on or in it. That's true, we didn't find any of her prints on that coffin. I think you realize what the flaw in your testimony is. Claiming Miss Wright left prints on that tape during the show is inconsistent with the facts. She was wearing gloves during the show, and she's always wearing gloves, so how could she ever leave fingerprints?
Hey, man.
Oh! She must have left the prints sometime before the show started. In other words, her prints do not prove she moved the tape to mislead the victim. Prosecution's investigation was insufficient. Oh my. Oh yeah, that sweet Apollo Justice music. But on a personal level, I'm very happy about that. Well, Prosecutor Sahdmadhi, if the defense's argument is true, then you have no evidence the defendant moved the tape to deceive the victim.
I see. Apparently the defense is more intelligent than I had thought. More than a stink bug at any rate.
Come on, you can bump me up to at least a stag beetle now, can't you? Would that really be any better? Of course, way better. Stag beetles are cool with those huge mandibles of theirs.
The defense wishes to be promoted to a stag beetle. Then answer me this question.
Alright, shoot.
Even with no evidence that the accused moved the tape to misguide the victim, the victim still climbed the ladder using the tape as a guide. And entered the coffin on the stage. The accused then thrust her sword into said coffin with the victim in it.
So what you're saying is, the fact remains that the victim was stabbed to death, right?
Precisely. However, this does drastically change one aspect of this case. If the accused did not lead the victim into the coffin on purpose, then it means the victim's death could have been accidental. If it was indeed an accident, the defense can argue that it was involuntary manslaughter.
I see. If it was involuntary manslaughter, they could plead extenuating circumstances, and severity of the crime could be mitigated.
Defense, if you believe the accused did not murder the victim, then do you argue that it was an accident?
This is the all-important question. Defense argues that Mr. Reeves' death was, oh boy.
Give me a minute, Your Honor, I'm saving the game.
I know, right? Well, that's the thing, though. I mean, we know there's no way it was an accident. So, I mean, murder probably is the right answer, though, but... I'm gonna say an accident. Defense believes this incident was an unfortunate accident. Apollo, wait! Yeah, I knew they were gonna stop me right there. Wouldn't that mean that we're admitting Trucy stabbed the victim? If we do that, we won't be able to plead that Trucy was not at fault. Oops.
Whoops.
Yes, let's call it a murder instead. So the defense argues that the victim's death was an accident, is that correct? No, because I definitely can't allow Trucy to be implicated in the stabbing. Defense maintains the defendant is entirely innocent. Believe that it wasn't an accident, but murder. And what's more, we believe it was committed by a third party. A third party? As in the true culprit is someone else? What?
Whoa.
No way.
Never. That is quite a brazen claim to make, and one wholly without grounds. Your voice is as loud as your suit, and your mind echoes just as loudly in emptiness.
Well, I assume he's still practicing those chords of steel anyway. Even though we've yet to hear an appearance from them in this game yet.
Surely you were but a loud red pepper in your previous life.
I've been demoted to a vegetable? I'd consider that a promotion, personally. Wow, I didn't know a person could be reincarnated as a non-sentient plant. That'd be something. In any case, I do have grounds to make this claim.
Let us hear this reasoning of yours, then.
Alright. Before I give it, there is one question that we need to address. The victim was killed by some third party. Then the sword the defendant thrust into the coffin wasn't the cause of death. If that's the case, then how did we wind up with a dead body inside the coffin? A very good question. Now let's hear your opinion, Mr. Justice. How did the victim's body wind up inside the coffin? He was killed in the coffin?
It was magic!
It was magic! Well, since this is gonna give me a strike, I'm just gonna go with he was killed under stage.
But it was magic!
I know, right? What if the victim was killed under the stage before being put into the coffin? In other words, what if the victim was already dead in the coffin from the get-go? Oh, I see. In that case, the defendant's sword wouldn't have been the cause of death. How do you respond, Prosecutor Sahdmadhi?
That is the third time.
The third time of what?
Yeah.
What are these? What the heck is this? Okay, Dante. Ah! Oh, whoa.
Oh, whoa.
I mean, it literally just says, oh, whoa, right there. Oh, whoa.
Oh, whoa,
Oh, whoa. My head. Hair forehead. What do you think you're doing?
Even the mirthful mother loses patience if she is struck 3 times. Since you never learn, you need to be punished.
Why don't you let me worry about what I need to and don't need?
It is what you deserve for interfering with my sacred last rites for the victim. You are a brainless lawyer chasing phantoms. You know nothing. Let this humble servant of the Holy Mother give you an edifying sermon.
A sermon now?
There's a passage in the sacred scriptures of Khura'inism. A cornered frog will swallow even a snake.
Huh? That's not realistic at all. The cornered lawyer has unexpectedly struck back hard against the prosecution. Did I get it right?
No, for I am not done with my sermon. And yet the frog still dies, its belly bitten and torn from within.
Just great.
And in this case, you are that frog defense. At least he's not a pepper anymore.
He keeps changing shapes. What exactly is your point anyway?
Let us assume for a moment that the victim was killed under the stage. Who then had the opportunity to do so during the show?
Let's see, the people in the show were...
Bonnie the Femme, the victim Mr. Rios, and Trucy Wright. Bonnie the Femme was on stage throughout the entire show, as easily confirmed by the footage from the show. Which leaves us with only one suspect, Trucy Wright.
But what if that was a doppelganger of Bonnie and she just used magic?
Magic! She just teleported.
Yeah, exactly.
Now do you see?
Whoa, slap.
The accused killed Mr. Rios as he waited on standby in the understage passage, and then placed his dead body in the coffin above, thus making the murder look like an accident.
No!
O great and merciful Holy Mother. Thus, another putrid mind has been guided towards enlightenment.
I can't believe I swallowed his trick question whole. Whoa, they are in an uproar right now. Well, this isn't your trial, Athena. Sorry, but I have to raise an objection here, because I just have to. Athena, what are you... There's something I want to point out, Apollo.
Who might you be? You strike me as a mere child in countenance.
I may be young, but I have an attorney's badge just the same.
You would contribute to this discussion in that capacity.
I most certainly would. Oh, she going into the... whatever this was again.
Thingy.
You just argued that the defendant killed the victim under the stage. But let me remind you that Miss Wright is a girl.
Clearly. Surely you didn't raise an objection simply to point out such an obvious fact. Your Honor, please send for this little child's guardian to come and take her home.
But I'm not done with my sermon. You don't need to talk like Prosecutor Sahdmadhi, you know. Listen, if the victim was killed in the understage passage, then his body would have to be hauled up to the stage, right? However, Miss Wright is a young girl and a pretty petite one at that. You couldn't possibly have hefted that large body up and put it in the coffin. That's true, it does seem like it would be a rather difficult task for the defendant. Well, it wasn't a difficult task for the young child to haul an adult body, though, in the previous trial. No siree. At least we're actually using some logic in this court. I don't think even I could do it. What do you think of that, prosecutor? Who's the child now?
The other girl is about the same. Like Bonnie, she's much stronger. Anyway, in my religion, the priestess of Khura'in are revered as the pillars of our beliefs.
To be fair, we haven't exactly pointed the finger at Bonnie yet, anyway.
Is it true? So I naturally hold nothing but deep respect for women. I also think highly of their female perspective.
Says the man who called this fair maiden a little child. Who's a fair maiden? Oh no.
Oof. I agree that your point is worth discussing, Defense. How indeed was the dead body raised up into the coffin? By the accused Trucy Wright, that is.
You're committed to pointing the finger at her no matter what, huh? Then you explain how that even be possible.
But of course. It was a way for even a small creature like her to raise the victim's body up.
Huh? Wait! You really can't explain it?
I foresaw that our arguments would come to this, so I have prepared a witness.
Well, I admire your readiness, prosecutor.
It is really not that difficult when one can read the ultimate outcome of any trial.
He couldn't have really predicted that things would turn out like this, could he?
Maybe.
Nah, who knows? It's pretty hard to believe. Excuse me, but may I step down now? Yes, I suppose you may.
One moment, Detective Sky.
But I wanted to leave, though. I'm sorry, for the way I handled all this.
You did a fine job, Detective. Your testimony was invaluable.
It was?
Yes, you served well as a detective and did not allow your personal feelings to interfere. You overcame the conflicted emotions you felt and performed your duty admirably. You will be rewarded for your fine work.
Oh, thank you.
I hope we can work together again in the future.
Emma seems bewildered by the unexpected praise. Guess he's a pretty nice person, like they say, as long as you're not up against him. Now then, let us call the next witness. Next witness. Uh-oh. Feet.
Feet. Bun.
Oh no, not her.
Witness, please state your name and occupation.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen of the court. It's very nice to meet all of you. I'm a lagomorphing illusionist from the land of fairy tales, Bonnie de Femme. I can't wait to do some magic tricks for all of you.
Please, witness. There's a time and a place for all things, including magic.
Aw, but it would be okay if I do just a little magic, right? Come on, please. Look, everybody is waiting. Now's my chance to shine. That's enough of that nonsense.
Nope. That is the second time.
My second time doing what?
There will be no further warnings. You should know that from our preparatory meeting, correct?
Yeep. Is no one exempt from His Holiness's rosary of suffering?
Nope.
May we have your witness, or may we have... Jeez Louise. May we have your testimony, witness, once you recovered from your disappointment? Well, as a huge fan of Trucy's, I don't really want to testify against her, but I guess I have to, don't I? As a huge fan of Trucy's, huh? I hate her! I loathe her! I can't stand that Trucy Wright! Just because she's a little good at magic, she thinks she's all that. So this is exactly what that sniveling brat deserves. Sure, you're a real fan, alright. Of destroying Trucy, you mean? Whoa. She's crazy.
Whoa.
The understage passage. I really can't believe that Trucy killed Mr. Rias. I guess it's possible for a small girl to lift a dead body up if she used a stage lift. Is it possible? Could Trucy really have? If Trucy did use a stage lift, I think she must have used stage lift number 2. I was on stage for the entire show, by the way. I don't know about that. You were on stage the whole time, and you're sure about that. Boop bop beep boop bop. Wait. That wasn't it. Where was it? Stage lift, Trucy had to move out of the way during the show since it was already all the way up. Yeah, alright. I think I already know what we're going for.
There is no question. The entire audience could testify to that fact. What's more, she is shown clearly in the TV show footage as well.
I couldn't possibly have killed Mr. Rias, not little old me.
Therefore, the only person who could have killed the victim on the stage is the accused. Furthermore, by using a stage lift, even a petite young lady could have raised the body up to the stage without difficulty.
You've gotta be kidding me. Very well, the defense may now cross-examine the witness. Cross-examination!
Let's go!
The understage passage! Oh yeah! I really can't believe that Trucy killed Mr. Rias. I can't believe it either. I cannot believe it either, that is for sure! That's why I'm gonna save.
Hold it!
Hold it! You said you are a huge fan of Trucy's, isn't that right? Oh yes, I even became a magician because I wanted to be just like her. The first time I saw her, she was performing at the Wonder Bar. She was only in junior high back then, but she got up on stage with tons of confidence. And then she proceeded to win my heart with her astonishing tricks and winning smile. She certainly sounds like she means all of that. If she does mean all of that, then how did she come to hate her? I wonder. So, finally being able to perform with her must have been quite a treat for you, right? Oh, yes. After all, it was my chance to have her see me. Not just as a fan, but as a fellow magician. Funny. But then that horrible accident happened.
It was not an accident. It was murder. Witness, please explain if you would. How a small young woman such as Trucy Wright could have raised the body.
I guess it's possible for a small girl to lift a dead body up if she used a stage lift.
Hold it!
What makes you think it would be possible? It's not like you tried it out yourself, right? Well,
Actually, we did try it out for ourselves.
You did?
Detective Sky, if you would.
What? What are you back on the stage for? Oh.
She just left.
Like, call her back in now. So, that's why you made me do that. Detective Sky, what did he have you do? The prosecutor asked me to try raising one of the male police officers with a stage lift. Not a single word of explanation as to why he was making me do it. You're kidding. It's as if he really can foresee all of our counter-arguments.
Do not underestimate this humble servant of the Holy Mother.
I mean, I don't know. It's not a fair comparison because Mr. Rias seems kind of like a smaller dude. And Emma seems kind of... I don't know, she seems stronger compared to Trucy if I had to make a guess. But I could be wrong on that. I don't know. She looks like she's more built. More like...
built different.
More like hottie. I guess that means Trucy could have lifted the dead body up. Does that mean... No. Is it possible? Could Trucy really have?
Hold it!
This is a great testimony to press.
Indeed.
Is what possible? Could Trucy really have what? Mr. Fam, please finish your sentence!
The fam?
Well, I... Don't try to beat around the bush. Come right out and say it. Why not tell this court what you really believe? What I really believe? Of course I don't believe Trucy could ever commit murder. Such an amazing and wonderful magician would never do such a thing. But taking all the facts into account, what else can I think? I know of at least 3 other unflattering things you really think about Trucy.
How can you attack this girl when she is obviously speaking with reserve?
There is such a thing as reading between the lines, Mr. Justice. It's sad how the youth of today lack the ability to do such basic thing. ... I will now give you the evil stare. Looking at me like that isn't gonna help me stick my foot in my mouth less, Your Honor.
Witness, please describe what the accused might have used to lift the dead body.
Alright. You got it.
Do it.
If Trucy did use the stage lift, I think she must have used stage lift number 2. No!
Hold it!
No!
Stage lift number 2. I thought that was just gonna be the end of it right there. You mean the stage lift shown here on the left? That's right, with the stage lift. I think even a small girl could easily lift a dead body up onto the stage. And so that makes her the murderer, in your opinion. Of course not. I believe in Trucy. Like I said, I'm a huge fan of hers. Oh, brother. How long is she gonna keep this act up?
Defense, what position was stage lift number 2 in after the show?
Let's see. If I recall, it was in the fully raised position. Ah!
And the reason why it was fully raised is because the accused used this to lift the victim's body, wouldn't you agree?
Did you find any traces of blood on the lift?
Feel free to slowly mull it over while you roast over the flames of hell, you evil red pepper.
So now I'm also evil? Yes.
Of course.
I was on stage for the entire show, by the way.
Hold it!
No, you weren't! You didn't have a single spare moment to slip down to the understage passage. Huh? Don't tell me you suspect me now. I mean, I don't know. I mean, it could have happened before the show. You never know. I'm just trying to do my job by fully examining your alibi. Depending on how solid it is, I might have to suspect you, yes. You gotta be kidding me. Don't spit on my head and tell me it's raining, lawyer boy. I'm right here in the footage, or are you too much of an idiot to see? Huh? Mr. Pham, are you feeling alright? You seem suddenly different. I'm gonna smack him with a stick! Oops, where did that come from, right? Oh my, I seem to have snapped there for a second, didn't I? Teehee. You didn't just snap, you broke character just now.
Whoops.
In any case, I was on stage the whole time performing magic. I mean, you saw me in the footage, right? My dazzling and flawless performance. Flawless? That's odd, considering what you told me. You said that you'd made a mistake with where you positioned Mr. Hat. Nah. Mr. Pham, to what is the defense referring? Well, I made a little mistake on stage. I was in charge of operating Mr. Hat, you see. According to the script, I was supposed to place him to the left of the coffin. But I flubbed it up and made him stand to the right of the coffin instead. And because of that mistake, Trucy had to move the stage lifts around. I feel really bad about messing Trucy up like that with my goof. Teehee. Not the goof. Darn, I don't see any inconsistencies in her testimony. Well, I do. Hehehehe. Now, do you know who the real killer is? Come on, Gramps. Don't just sit there. Hand down your ruling, pronto. Do it quick before you keel over up there. I beg your pardon. I'm immortal, you know. Oops. What's gotten into me? I'm so sorry. I give her another 5 minutes before she tears off that mask.
Well, defense. Are you ready to let it all go now?
Of course not. I'll never give up.
I see. I suppose this too is fate. The sacred scriptures of Khura'inism describe a variety of hells for the damned. For someone like you, who struggles ceaselessly against his fate, Papal boiling seems most appropriate.
Is that a pun on something?
I have no idea.
People boil? Oh? What? Oh wait, that's Khura'inese. What sort of terrible place is Papal boiling?
Place where the more one struggles, the further one falls into the abyss. At the bottom of the abyss, a ferocious beast awaits. Think of it as something akin to an antlion sandpit trap.
Oh, there's one of those in my backyard! Wow, Khura'in's heck is closer to home than I thought. Oh no. Now then, it would appear that the witness's testimony supports the prosecution's claims. That the defendant is the only one who could have killed the victim on the stage. Gurk, how are we supposed to get out of this jam? Hey Apollo, if you can't find any contradictions, maybe it's time to use analytical psychology. But I did find a contradiction though. What do you mean? What do you mean? You mean... I heard some discord in Bonnie's voice while she was testifying. Oh boy. See, Widget is picking up on the noise in her heart too. That's right, Athena can hear things others can with her super sensitive hearing. She can hear the emotions people suppress as a kind of noise or discord in their voices. Shout out to Discord, by the way. Alright, Athena, let's give it a try. You got it!
Hold it!
Your Honor! I'm afraid that our witness, Miss DeFam, is suffering under terrible traumatic stress due to the horrible incident. She is? Yes, what with that terrible death on stage, and her beloved Trucy getting arrested, she's under awful strain and shock. In fact, I don't know how much more she can take before she is unfit to testify. What? Oh, I've heard of that. What is it called? Postal stress disorder, right? It's where a person becomes uncontrollably angry, I think. I read about it somewhere. That's going postal, Your Honor. This is PTSD. Oh my. So that's why the witness acts so hostile at times. As she were a different person. Yes, and I think her condition is clouding her memory of the incident. Therefore, I suggest a short therapy session for the witness. Huh? Therapy? You don't know the first thing about a magician's mental strength. I've risked my life jumping through rings of fire and having my body sawn in half. Oopsie. Boy, I have to watch my temper, don't I? Tee. Oh my gosh, more bunnies.
Win-wins.
Miss Cykes, please do whatever you can to help this unfortunate young lady.
And what exactly is this child planning to do, Mr. Justice?
With her super sensitive hearing, Miss Cykes can hear a witness's true emotions. Simply From tone and inflection, she can tell exactly what a person is feeling. I can even pick out feelings that a witness is trying to suppress or hide. Which projects the emotions I hear into the mood matrix where I can analyze them.
Sounds like some sort of spirituous devilry, though I find it hard to believe, I must ask. How do emotions constitute evidence?
Well, I won't say that emotions can be taken as evidence per se. I have seen how instrumental Miss Sykes' work has been in cracking a case. Therefore, I wholly support giving it a try.
I see. If you are in favor of it, Your Honor, then I have no objections. Even this mere monk can see that something disturbs the witness.
I'll disturb you! Jeez Louise. Oh, thank you for understanding, Prosecutor Sahdmadhi. Apollo, you remember how to conduct a therapy session, right? You want me to lead the session? Of course, you're the lead on this case after all. Fair enough, but, do I need a refresher? Sure, why not? It's been like... It's been like 4 or 5 years since I've played Dual Destiny, so why not? Okay, but I think I could use a refresher. It's a computer screen that floats in the air. So Bonnie's emotions are shown here in the mood matrix, right? Exactly, the emotions I pick up on from her testimony are projected into this program. The mood matrix gives a visual representation of a witness's testimony and emotions. These 4 mood markers reflect fluctuations of witnesses' emotions. As testimony unfolds, the mood markers flash in reaction to the witness's feelings. When the witness feels happy or is enjoying the memory, the happy marker will light up. Excuse me. When the witness feels angry or frustrated, the angry marker will react. When the witness feels sad or is scared by memory, the sad marker will blink. And when the witness feels surprised or confused, the surprise marker will tell us. Okay, I remember now. Need to find a conflict between what she's saying and which mood markers are blinking. That's right, and Mr. Pham definitely has some conflicted emotions. See? So much noise. Widget reacts to suppressed emotions I pick up and projects them as noise. If we can pinpoint the inconsistency between her testimony and her feelings, the noise level should drop to 0% and the therapy session will be a success. Yes, let's get that therapy going. When you find an unexpected emotion, touch pinpoint L. And select an unexpected emotion or reaction from the 4 mood markers. Okay, now to give it a whirl. Whoa. I guess Trucy is the one who killed Mr. Rias. Okay. Even she can move the body with that lift. I was on stage at the time. Was that terrible mistake? My stupid flub caused Trucy so much trouble. You're so bad about it. Yeah, okay. I'm so happy about this.
But I feel so bad.
The anger is the unexpected emotion.
Got it!
Ah, jeez. I have to say, Mr. Pham, you certainly are a strange one. Even though you said I feel so bad about it, it seems you were feeling happy about it. Nah. Where's your proof of that? Ouch. I think I can guess why you were feeling happy. It must be because it was Trucy's big debut. You made a mistake. You messed Trucy up. Well, I mean, none of these are going to give me a strike, are they? So I could just pick the... I don't know, I'm paranoid they're going to be asking me for, like, evidence of why you think that is the case or something, but I don't know at the same time. Let's just save the game real quick.
Save the game.
Because we know what the right answer is, and I just want to see if I just want to see funny dialogue, that's all. It was Trucy's big debut. Well, you were happy because it was Miss Wright's big debut. You're a big fan of hers after all, right? You kidding me, forehead boy? Why in the world would I be happy about her debut? What did you just say, Miss Stefam? I thought you said you were Trucy Wright's biggest fan. Oopsie. Yes, of course I was happy for her. Ho ho ho. Her act is starting to get pretty sloppy. No kidding. Alright, if it wasn't it, then maybe it was something else. I think I can guess you were feeling happy. It must be because you made a mistake. I think you were happy because of your own mistake. Maybe you don't have confidence in yourself, so your mistake gives you a reason to quit. Whoa. Me? Lack confidence? What a bunch of hooey! I've got confidence oozing out of every pore on my body. If I could bottle it, I'd be rich! Right, well, it certainly wouldn't be off of my money. Look, just let me try one more time, Mr. Fan. That one wasn't as funny. You messed Trucy up. I think you were happy because you messed the defendant up. I'm right, aren't I? You gotta be kidding me! Why would I be happy I messed Trucy up? I'm a big fan of hers! Because we saw you. I hate her! I loathe her! I can't stand that Trucy Wright! Just because she's a little good at magic, she thinks she's all that. So this is exactly what that sniveling brat deserves. We saw how you said you hated Trucy Wright. How you were glad she was in trouble, and even how it was what she deserved. Ouch! Well, where's your proof that I said that? It looks like I hit the bunny on the head, so to speak. Oh, 50%? Okay. Apollo, the noise level dropped! Now if we get down to 0%... Well, Mr. Fam, are you ready to confess how you really feel? What? What do you mean? I'm Bonnie, the sweet, cute little bunny! I'm a rookie magician working hard to just be like my idol, Trucy. That's the character I'm supposed to be! She's just changing moods like every 5 seconds right now. Keep that up, Mr. Fam, and you're going to have a mental breakdown. Just let yourself be who you really are. Who I really am. The two sides of you are fighting each other and doing you psychic harm. I can hear them, two distinct voices battling inside you. Shut your pie hole! You know nothing, know-it-all! I mean, you mustn't say things like that, or I might get flustered. Mr. Fam, how long do you insist on maintaining this wolf in sheep's clothing act? We can't end this there.
She's a bunny. I don't get it. But she's a bunny, I don't get it.
She is definitely a bunny girl. And what does that mean? She doesn't know what she's talking about. He's 25? Oh, snap. Prosecutor from Khura'in. He's also a monk, which explains why he's known as the last rites prosecutor. That's cool.
Oh yeah, looking at this right now.
I don't know, because I haven't looked at it yet, and I just thought about it. Set the wild beast inside you free. Do we really want that? Ouch! Ugh! Grr!
Dot.
Don't make me laugh. You don't know a dang thing about me. You want to see who I really am? Fine. Take a good look. Whoa, umbrella. Whoa. That's different.
She's a bat.
What in the world? Sheep's clothing. You got it all wrong. It's a rabbit suit I've got on. And I'm not a wolf. I'm a blood-sucking vampire, a bat with fangs and wings. Kiki. Eek! I think we just opened Pandora's box. Kiki. I'm finally done with the goody two-shoes cottontail act. I feel free as a bat. Kiki. She's got problems.
Yeah, definitely.
Defense, your therapy session is taking a turn for the worse from the looks of it. There's a perfectly good explanation for this, isn't there, Miss Sykes? Methinks I created a monster. We blew it. Hey, you lobster boy! Who, me? You think I'm glad Trucy's in trouble? That I think she's getting her just desserts! Umbrellas. Well, guess what? You're right. Kiki. Does this mean you admit to wishing the defendant harm? Well, the bat is out of the bag now. That mistake of mine was a work of art. Thanks to my goof, poor little Trucy had to do all that hard physical labor. When you say hard physical labor, what are you referring to? Because of Mr. Hat's new position, Trucy had to move both of those huge stage lifts. They must have been so heavy. What a riot! Kee. That's strange. Athena, could you please add that last statement to Bonnie's testimony? Alright, I'll update the moon matrix with the new info. New info. Hey, Apollo, now there's a new inconsistency in the testimony. Yeah, she finally slipped up. So, what do I need to do now? Well, from this point onward, you just do what you do best. Find the contradictions in the testimony and present evidence to refute it. Alright, I've got you now, Bonnie the fam. Whoa. What are we doing now? Wait. So where... Oh, that's where the info is. You know what? Serves her right. Key. Was that it? Thanks to that, she ended up having to move the stage lifts. Thanks that she... There's definitely a contradiction in her testimony. So just present evidence like you always do. Since we finally found something, I'd say we can call the therapy session a success. You call Batsy McBatty over there a success? Clearly. The biggest success we've ever had. She ended up having to move the stage lifts? Well, this was added on with that other one, right? Stage lifts, Trucy had to move out of the way during the show since it was already all the way up. See, I'm not really sure what's going on here, actually. Because, I mean, I was originally going to present stage lift number 2 to her original testimony, but then this happened, so... I'm kind of confused, honestly. I'm conflicted, because this doesn't really contradict anything she's saying right here. She did move them out of the way, so... What are we contradicting here? That doesn't... Okay, nothing contradicts that. That's just literally her just giving her own thoughts right now, so... Are we contradicting anything here? Trucy moved the stage lifts to cover for Bonnie's mistake. She told no one about this. Oh. But... Bonnie messed up Mr. Hat's position for the escape trick, placing him opposite scripted location on the right side. As a result, Trucy had to quickly move the lifts under the stage. She never told anyone that she moved the stage lifts. Uh-huh.
Objection!
Ha ha ha!
Oh.
That doesn't make sense. What? So you think I'm crazy now? Well, I mean, yes. No, that's not the point I was trying to make. But I don't hear you denying it! Because it's true. Mr. Pham, allow me to repeat your statement. Thanks to that, she ended up having to move the stage lifts. That's right, and I still say that's, something. Whoa.
Whoa.
I still say that's just what she deserves. But how did you know? Desserts, yummy.
Mm.
How did you know Miss Wright moved the stage lifts? Huh? According to her own statement, she didn't tell anyone that she had done so. What? So how could you possibly have known what she had done unless you saw her? You saw Miss Wright moving the lifts in the understage passage, didn't you? Key! Whoa, busted. But how could she have seen it, though? She was on the stage. I'm confused. Something's not right here. Noise level 0%. Bye-bye. You did it, Apollo! Noise levels are at 0%. But, Mr. Justice, wouldn't that mean? Yes, Your Honor. Miss Pham herself was under the stage where the victim was killed. And I hardly need to tell the court what that means. You're one artful liar, Mr. Pham, and one spectacular suspect. Kya! Whoa. Her umbrella's been folded inside out. Why, you shiny red lobster boy. You're saying I killed Mr. Rias? I'm saying that is a possibility. What's more, I say you had a solid motive to frame my client for the murder as well. Objection.
Objection. My apologies for raining on the defense's merry revelry. But you seem to have forgotten one very important point.
Oh, really?
The TV footage.
Exactly.
As you can clearly see, Mr. Pham was on the stage the whole time. The entire audience can bear witness to that fact, including you.
Oh, yeah. Wait, hold on a second. Let's watch some footage right now. Let's see if we can see anything that's we're missing here, maybe. I mean, she's not in the camera view right there. Maybe everyone just took their eyes off her and was like, oh, hey, guess what? Ooh, that was fast. No one sees her again. She's on the camera. She's on the camera. Oh, okay, she's still on the camera. I don't friggin' know, man. Now she's off the camera. This was her chance right here. She could have just disappeared when no one was looking. Whoa. We don't know that. We don't know anything. We know nothing at all. Whoops. Okay, I'm done looking at that. Oops. No, I said I was done looking at that. Come on now. Oh yeah. I even looked over the evidence too. She was always on the screen, except she wasn't at the same time.
Mysterious. You have just taken a long and senseless journey and only to return to the starting line.
I mean, is that what we just did? Is that what we call that?
The witness could not have been in the understage passage, which means the only one left who could have killed the victim is the accused.
Ack! Guess the party's over. Nah. But Mr. Pham knew something she couldn't have known unless she was under the stage. How do you explain that, Prosecutor Sahdmadhi?
Quite simple. The accused must have told Mr. Pham about it, but then forgot.
Yeah, okay. Likely story. Ha! Open those useless eyes of yours and take a good look at the footage!
We just did.
Yeah. Mr. Pham really was in the understage passage. I mean, she was on stage and understage at the same time. I mean, she was in two places at once. That does seem to be the only explanation that makes any sense. And maybe... Wait. It may be an explanation, but I'm not so sure about the makes sense part. Then we'll just have to make it make sense. Your Honor, the witness was both on stage and understage at the same time. That is the defense's assertion. I've heard some illogical things come out of you before, but this is absurd. I'm sure you'll change your tune once you hear my reasoning, Your Honor. My gut tells me you're bluffing, but I'll bite. Very well, Mr. Justice. How do you explain how the witness was in the two places at once? She teleported, there were two Bonnies, the Bonnie on stage was fake. I mean, they're not striking me again. I think the last one is the option here. So, if they're not gonna give me a strike for this, I'm gonna just do the joke answers first. Because I think this is the answer. She teleported. Let's not forget that Mr. Pham's specialty is teleportation magic. With teleportation, she can be in two places at practically the same time.
Dot 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 dot.
So you believe that teleportation actually exists? Well, you know what magicians always say about their magic. It's all real, no tricks or gimmicks involved. Yeah, okay. Well, I have listened partially to your reasoning. And the only thing dispelled is the false air of competency you tried to project. Haha, I see what you did there. Good one, Your Honor. Ho ho ho, you might be surprised to hear this, but I used to be known as the jokester judge. Well, at least I avoided the penalty with some well-placed brown-nosing. Please let me try again, Your Honor. Very well, Mr. Justice. How do you explain how the witness was in the two places at once? There were two Bonnies! There were two Bonnies, Your Honor. If that were the case, it would all make sense, wouldn't it? There were... two of them?
Two of them. I suspect you had a few screws loose, but now I see some are missing altogether. Is there a toolkit in this courtroom, Your Honor? I suppose 2, not 3 screws on the head should righten his putrid brain.
Very well. Bailiff, could you... No, wait. Please listen to my argument. Very well. Suppose it wouldn't hurt to at least give it a listen. Wait, this wasn't the actual answer, was it? What? As was argued earlier, Mr. Pham is shown in the footage the whole time. At the same time, she was also watching Miss Wright in the understage passage. What? What?
No! Why?
Hold on now, this is not right. Something's not right here.
God.
This can't be right.
But it is right.
No, this can't be. What? Well, then what happens if I say this one then? The Bonnie de Pham on stage was fake. Fake? Really?
Such an assertion is not something one would expect to hear from a genuine lawyer.
Oh, maybe you are the fake, and your attorney's badge is made out of cardboard. No, I'm the real thing, I swear. And why cardboard specifically?
Well, that happened before.
Let's just say I had an infuriating experience once thanks to one. In any case, when did that happen again? I don't actually remember that. I mean, I do remember it, but I don't remember when.
In Trials and Tribulations, in the case with the cafe. With Furio Tigre.
That had a Fey, that had a cardboard... I don't remember that,
Yeah,
actually.
Furio Tigre posed as Phoenix Wright at the beginning. And he made it so that wait, what's her name? Maggie was declared guilty.
That's insane. And in any case, your fake Bonnie theory doesn't sound very convincing. It's not a bad idea in theory. I think the one on the stage was the real Bonnie, you can just tell. The one on the stage wasn't fake. Does that mean the one on the stage was real too? Please let me try again, Your Honor. Very well, Mr. Justice. Whoa. Hey, we can fast forward back to where we were anyway, at least.
Hold it!
Whoa. I find that kind of weird considering the save doesn't make a lot of sense, but you know, like, I don't know. Somehow it still remembers. At the same time, she was also watching Miss Wright in the understage passage. The only possible explanation is that there are two Bonnies. That almost sounds like it makes sense. What do you think, Prosecutor Sahdmadhi?
This humble servant of the Holy Mothers of the opinion that we should lose no time in replacing the defense's many lost screws.
Not this again. But Apollo, it goes against reality itself to say that one person is actually two. We don't have to be bound by reality. After all, we're talking about magic here. So, the Bonnie DeFam in the footage is the real Bonnie. The Bonnie here in the witness stand is the one who must have been under stage. This Bonnie DeFam is our second Bonnie. Key! She is? Nice reaction, by the way, jeez. Say we call the one in front of us Bonnie number 2. I believe I have just the piece of evidence to prove that a Miss Bonnie number 2 exists. What? Excuse me? Oh, then please submit your evidence, Mr. Justice.
Yeah, present your evidence.
Oh, gosh. What proves the existence of a Bonnie number 2? Nope. Nope. Bonnie's script fire truck was cancelled due to the incident. Did I say fire truck? I meant fire trick. Bonnie's teleportation trick and Trucy's escape trick? I mean, the teleportation trick, maybe. If we can't find anything better than that, then that might be what we're going for. A troop Grimari Creed true, nope. Body appeared in the coffin. There's a harness around his waist for a stunt wire. Probably not. In addition to prints from the victim and Bonnie, a set of unknown fingerprints were found at the top. That might be it. I'm kind of leaning in that direction anyway, but I'm not really sure. Bucket to be used in the case of fire. Not only was it empty, but the dust lines on the inside of the pail. Every time about Trucy stuff, nope. Trucy moved to the stage lifts, cover Bonnie's mistakes, don't know what about this. Clipboard used by Trucy's signing contract was also instrumental in the ratings, nope. King's rubber sword, Trucy said she swapped it for the trick. Nope. His real name was... Nope. So... I'm thinking maybe it's either okay. Oh boy. It's either the script or it's the fingerprints. Because I mean, the fingerprints, we got an unknown third party here. I wonder. I'm taking my shot with this one.
Take that!
What's this? We got it right.
Yeah.
We can't get a penalty here. Nope, not in this episode. During our investigation, we found a set of unknown prints on the coffin on the stage.
But then I can make fun of you if you don't get any penalties.
Too bad.
No.
These prints were most likely left during the course of the show. But they didn't match the prints of any of the people involved in the case.
Maybe I'll just have to come back again.
Yeah, come back at the beginning of September before your Tier 5 expires. Wait, that's you.
An unknown third party's fingerprints.
I was about to start voicing him like Apollo, too.
I was not told of this.
Emma must have kept it from him. So the question is, who could these prints possibly belong to? Dot 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 dot. Sweating profusely. Miss Stefam, or should I say, Bonnie number 2. These are your fingerprints, aren't they? Kiag!
No, that's foolishness. One person could not possibly be 2. Those fingerprints could have been left, not only during the show, but at any time.
Objection!
It's not like you to lose your cool like that, Prosecutor Sahdmadhi.
Dot, 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 dot.
And I'm sure you know that. Exactly when the fingerprints were made is not the main issue. What do you mean by that, Mr. Justice? The issue is who do these unknown prints belong to? They're certainly not Bonnie DeFams. But what if they belong to the person standing right in front of us? Oh, you mean Bonnie number 2 is the second Bonnie? Is that what you're implying?
It's preposterous to suggest that those prints belong to the witness. I say they must belong to some other unknown individual.
Well, why don't we do a fingerprint test right now and figure that out?
Do it.
Prosecutor Sahdmadhi, can you really look at her and still say that? What are you looking at? Take a picture, it'll last longer!
How could this be?
If we check her prints, I'm sure they'll match the unknown set. Well, Bonnie, the prints that don't belong to the real you belong to you, don't they, Bonnie number 2? Key! Witness, is what the defense has said true? Fine, I admit it! The fingerprints are mine! Then does that mean you aren't Bonnie DeFam?
What? Ridiculous.
Whoa. Exposed. I don't know why every time they do that court angle, I'm always like, whoa.
Whoa.
Excuse me. Are there really 2 Bonnies? No, it belongs to the umbrella! There's only one Bonnie, and that's because... I'm Betty! Okay. Likely story. Betty DeFam! What? Ladies and gentlemen of the court, it's time for a wondrous magic show! Gasp in amazement as this lagomorphing illusionist performs her teleportation magic! Watch closely, it's showtime! Woo! Oh no, the lights went out. Oh.
Hello.
Okay. That's some good magic you got there. Oh. Oh. I get it now. She just made an appearance like that. Like, whoa. But how did they get back to the witness stand like that?
Teleportation.
I thought the whole teleportation gimmick was just the fact that there was 2 of them, but they just warped to the witness stand anyway, so I'm so confused.
They can just do that. It's magic.
What an amazing trick. The witness has suddenly split into 2 people. It's not a trick. No gimmick to it either. We're simply twins. What? Twins? So that's how the teleportation trick works. Well, then how they teleport just now, Apollo, huh? Huh? Well, we don't have the second one here yet? Okay, I see how it is. Ever since our debut, I've had to hide or pretend I'm Bonnie. All cute and sweet and goody-goody, I can't tell you how stressful it's been. But I don't have to hide anymore. That's right, our days of sneaking around are finally over. Their cover is blown, but they actually seem pretty happy about it. So which one of you is the nice Bonnie the family met in the dressing room? That would be me. And the sharp-tongued Bonnie we saw in the ratings Raja with the ratings Raja understage was... Hey, who are you calling sharp-tongued? It's all starting to make sense now. Fingerprinting results updating the court record. It's kind of funny how she was actually able to mimic her sister and stuff like that, but yet for some reason, despite being twins, they couldn't be any more different. Like, geez Louise. So, Mr. Justice, this changes the facts of the case rather dramatically, doesn't it? I assume they also updated the info in the actual fingerprints. Yes, they did. It certainly does. During the show, it was Bonnie who was on stage the whole time. So Bonnie couldn't have committed the crime. But Betty, on the other hand, who was on her stage, did have the opportunity. Oh wait, that was you. I just see "nah" and I'm like, I gotta say it.
It's a compulsion.
I know, right? Well, so we now have 2 suspects. Wait just a minute there, Lobster Boy. I didn't do it! That's right. Betty might have a foul mouth, but she'd never kill anybody. Hey! Who's got a foul mouth here? Oh, well, speak up, huh?
Hold it!
Rude. Please save your siblings squabbling for later. Dot 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 dot. Betty, you must have been in an understage passage during the show. Otherwise, you wouldn't have known about the stage lifts being moved. So what exactly were you doing down there? Fine, I'll testify. Anything to get you off my back. Prosecutor Sahdmadhi, Betty DeFemme is ready to testify. What do you say?
Betty, you lied to this humble servant of the Holy Mother.
Hey, what else could I do? I couldn't blow our cover and ruin our magic act. Besides, am I gonna go to your Twilight heck or whatever for being a liar?
You will indeed. However, it won't be after your death. Rather, I shall give you a taste of your punishment on this mortal coil in interrogation hell.
Eek! Now then, Betty DeFemme, please explain to this court what exactly you were doing under the stage. Yes, do it. Do it now. What happened under stage? It's true, I had business in the understage passage because of the upcoming trick. It was the fire trick, right? The one Mr. Rias was supposed to do? That's right, it's a very dangerous trick, so I had to make sure we were prepared for it. It was in the script, and I really wanted to see it, but I couldn't because of the accident. Shut up! You're gonna give it away! Anyway, I was real busy. Yeah, way too busy to have the chance to kill Mr. Rias. Well, that was certainly different. How is that for a flawless testimony and alibi? Spin, 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 spin. Whoa, that's a She's strong. Our
Walk.
magic is real. It's not a trick or a gimmick. Oh my, she's floating. Oh, come on. Your Honor. You can see she's being held up from below. We're supposed to pretend you didn't see that. It's a little something called etiquette. But I can't help it. Whenever I see a contradiction or inconsistency, I just have to point it out. Now then, the defense may begin its cross-examination. Do it. Cross-examine now. Cross-examination. What's happened understage? It's true, I had business in the understage passage because of the upcoming trick. Ooh, mysterious. Save that game, darn it. Just save it.
Hold it!
If you were in the understage passage, which need I remind you was the crime scene, you most certainly should be counted as a potential suspect. But I don't have any motive to kill Mr. Rias. But you, by your own admission, hate Miss Wright. When she was arrested as a suspect. You said it was what she deserved.
Objection. So you believe the witness killed the man simply due to her dislike of Trucy Wright?
I mean, that gives her a motive.
As a motive, is that not improbable at best?
No. But what if her hatred caused her to bear a strong sense of malice against my client? Look, Trucy just made me mad, that's all! I mean, even though she's younger than me, she's got so much skill and popularity. And she's cute! Besides, she makes me so mad I wish she would drop dead! Betty, don't talk like that. Shut your yap! So was it just simple jealousy? Say, Betty, that trick you were getting ready for. It was the fire trick, right? The one Mr. Rias was supposed to do?
Hold it!
They're very much in sync right now. Bonnie, we're trying to get Betty's testimony right now, so... Oh, right. I'm sorry. You can step down if you like. I'm worried about Betty, though. She can lose her temper and say awful things sometimes. Hey, what are you, my mother? Don't forget I'm the older sister, you got that? Wait. Like, older by, like, seconds, they mean? Yeah, they're both 19, okay.
Yeah.
A magician who performed with Trucy, she is actually Bonnie's twin sister. I mean, when you say stuff like that, I mean, it's like, by seconds, that doesn't count, you know? It doesn't count. Me? Yes, I got it. I guess I'd worried about... Mount Betty? What? Typos, man. Constantly blowing her top if I were Bonnie, too. Ay. So, Betty, you were down under stage getting ready for the fire truck, were you? Fire trick! Cried! It's like the second or third time I've done that now. That's right, it's a very dangerous trick, so I had to make sure we were prepared for it. Yeah, that's why there was a bucket that was not ever filled, of course, yes. And you were taking every necessary precaution, is that right? I don't know if you actually even remember that, because I think that was an episode that hasn't happened yet.
Nope.
Of course. Wait. Yeah. Of course, every precaution, after all. It's a very dangerous trick that uses real fire. I mean, we had to be ready in case this curtain caught on fire or something, right? By the time people realize it wasn't a part of the act, it might be too late, huh? By people, you mean Athena Cykes, and yes. Wow, a fire trick. That sounds really impressive. Your beard would go up in smoke, old man. I bet people would mistake you for a cue ball or something without it. A cue ball? Betty, don't be rude to the judge. Hee. Betty, you know that fire trick? Which, by the way, if you didn't already know, Phoenix, this is going to be episode number 11 that's coming out. So I believe that's going to be... This is going to be, I believe, Tuesday's episode. So, yeah.
Yeah.
It was in the script. Go on.
I won't even be able to watch it entirely on Tuesday.
No? Aw.
No.
And I really wanted to see it, but I couldn't because of the accident.
Hold it!
I mean, I guess on the good side, at least it's not on a stream base. I don't have to delay the stream by like 3 hours or whatever.
Whoops.
I see the trick was part of the script. It seems Mr. Rias was scheduled to perform later in the show. Did you not get to see him practice it beforehand? No, during rehearsal he said he didn't feel well, so he couldn't breathe any fire for me. Wait, let me get this straight. He couldn't breathe fire because he wasn't feeling well? My magical powers appeared to be on the wane today. That's what he said. So, it was just a part of his usual The Great Mr. Rias shtick. It's really too bad I didn't get to see the trick because of the incident. Which was completely unexpected, of course. Hey! What's with that reaction? Shut up, you're gonna give it away anyway, I was real busy!
Hold it!
So what exactly do you mean by you're gonna give it away? See, Bonnie, you and your big mouth! Now Lobster Boy wants to know what we're talking about! Eep, I'm sorry. Yes, well, if you were preparing for the next magic trick, I'm sure you wouldn't have had the time to commit murder. Wow, looks like the old geezer isn't senile just yet, huh? I bet you'll live a good long life. Ho ho ho, I plan to be sitting up here at least another 10 years. Dang. 10 more years? I don't know about that. What did we discuss about inner monologues, Athena? I mean, he's been this old for about 20 years now, so I mean, I think he's got another 10 in him, sure.
You just can't quit. You just can't.
Well, more power to you, I guess. The day this judge retires will be a sad day indeed. In any case, I was so busy I didn't have the time to call to off anybody. Or did you? Yeah, way too busy to have the chance to kill Mr. Rias.
Hold it!
Are you just trying to cover for Betty? Wait. I thought Betty said that, though.
No, Bonnie said that.
Oh. What? Really?
Yeah.
Oh. Oops. No, of course not. I believe in my sister. I know she'd never murder anybody. But you think my client would? No, I believe in Trucy too. I know she'd never murder anyone either. Well, we just ran out of suspects in that case. What about this guy though? I mean, you never know. Sure, he maybe has an alibi for when the show was going on, but it doesn't mean that he didn't like sneak in there and murder him before the show. I don't freaking know.
What if it was Phoenix Wright?
You never know. I mean, for all we know, it could be, it could have been the prosecutor himself who did it. Wouldn't be the first time. Yes, but... See? You should have just kept your mouth shut, dummy! You're just making a fool of yourself! Just be nice and quiet. Quite? Like a good little bunny, got it? Alright, I guess I'm no help. Oh boy. It's impossible to get anything out of Bonnie with Betty right there. So Betty was too busy getting ready for the next trick to have her time for murder, huh? There must be some way to prove that that wasn't the case. Oh, hint hint, nudge nudge. That's right, it's very dangerous, so I had to make sure we're prepared for it. Yeah, you were so prepared for it. Oh my gosh, bucket used in the case of fire, not only was it empty, but dust lines the inside of the pail! Oops, wrong button.
Very unepic.
I hate to break this to you, Betty, but there's a big flaw in your testimony. As big as the one in the floating trick you did earlier. Oh, harsh words. Well, let me tell you something, forehead boy. No one has ever figured out how we did do our teleportation trick. No one except me, you mean? Well, we have even better tricks up our sleeves. Huh? We do? I told you to keep it zipped! Now, don't fight, you two. Mr. Justice, what's this about a flaw in the testimony? The script has this to say about the fire trick. This will be dangerous. Make sure the fire bucket is ready. However, we found the fire bucket lying empty backstage except for a layer of dust. Ouch. You didn't even attempt to get ready for the next trick, did you, Betty? You got me! Oh, jeez. Why'd Bonnie's umbrella do the same thing, though?
It's the wind.
Oh, that wind was horrible. Betty DeFam, you will explain yourself. Ah! There's nothing to explain! Come on, Betty. We can't hide it any longer. We might as well tell them. We murdered him. Shut up! You can barely take care of yourself! Don't try and tell me what to do! Well, if neither of you will explain, I guess I'll have to. What? Come on! Don't make me do this. The reason Betty didn't prepare for the fire trick is because she is afraid of fire. Knew the show wouldn't go on. Was slacking off. Yeah, totally. That's an easy one. I wish that one didn't have any strikes, so that way I could just be like, joke around with it, but oh well. And prepare for the fire trick because you knew, didn't you? You knew that the body would be found and that the show would be cancelled. Ah! Don't be ridiculous, you insignificant speck of a man! That's even lower than being an insect and a vegetable. Oh my gosh, and a frog. I'm gonna yank those lame bangs off of yours. Wait, no, let me redo that. I'm gonna yank those lame bangs of yours off. Is that what you want, huh?
Objection!
Whatever, they can grow back. Now stop stalling and just tell us the truth already. Ah! I can't reveal my secrets. I'm a magician!
Objection!
You have been chasing the shadow of an illusory culprit defense. And having chance upon a convenient target, you have let yourself get carried away.
Exclamation mark. Exactly! What's your proof? Where's your proof, huh?
Yet, I concede that the witness's taste for false words has also been proven. I advise you to confine your deceitful trickery to your magic act, witness.
Deceitful trickery? As your court-appointed therapist, I'd like to add something here, Betty. Court-appointed therapist. You finally let yourself be who you really are. But if you continue to hide behind lies, you'll just be imprisoning your heart all over again. But all these questions mean you're trying to put me in prison for real! So I'll be behind bars either way! Does that mean you're admitting your guilt? Of course not! I can't believe you people! Every one of you thinks I did something I didn't do! You! Lobster Boy, Cue Ball Geezer, Head Case Brad, Cerberus Monk! That's harsh, man. Cue ball geezer? Head case brat? Really? Hold it! Hold it. Betty, calm down. I can't imagine Bonnie shouting, hold it, honestly.
No.
Come on now. Deep breaths, deep breaths. Huff! 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 Look, I'm not the murderer, I tell you! It was the TV producer! Then how did you know the show would be called off before the fire trick? I told you we can't reveal our secrets! We're under contract! Contract? What is she talking about? I don't know. Be that as it may, you're obviously a suspect in this case. Clop.
Beginning to see the karmic threads that make up the intricate tapestry that is this case.
Huh?
Allow me to summarize your assertions, defense. First, that the victim was killed in the understage passage. And second, that the witness and the accused are the only two who could have done it.
Exactly. What's more, Betty knew that the body would be found. And the magic show would then be called off. Therefore, it's reasonable to conclude that Betty killed the victim under stage.
But what if Betty knew that the show would be called off for some other reason?
Like what?
In the course of my investigation, I found it strange that the dragon set piece fell when it did. That, in conjunction with the body tumbling from the coffin in such a dramatic fashion, all seemed too perfect for mere happenstance. It was as though the entire chain of events had been planned out in advance.
Oh, really? Ouch. Planned out?
After deciding to take this case, I scrupulously studied everything I could about the mass media in this country. I read the newspaper, old news reports, I even browsed tabloid magazines.
How very industrious of you, I'm impressed.
During this process, I learned about a strange practice favored by the TV world. A practice called the hidden camera prank.
Ah!
Betty and Bonnie, you knew about this, did you not? About the dead body appearing, the set piece falling, the show being suspended. You two were informed of this plan. By Take-Two TV in advance, correct?
Ugh!
So much wind in this courthouse.
Man, they should really close the doors, yeah, I think.
Yeah.
Is that true? Betty, please tell them now. I can't hold it in anymore. Dang it! Fine! You got us! Everything the prosecutor said is true! TV station paid us to cooperate with them on this plan. It was all a prank, a big setup planned out in advance. Mr. Rhea showing up dead in the coffin. The set piece falling down. It was all completely scripted. Huh? I don't get it. It was all a prank.
Prank, bro.
But he's dead. That's not a prank. Bonnie, is this really true? Yes, Mr. Reyes was supposed to pretend to be dead. That's how it was supposed to go. So he was in on it too? That's right, he was supposed to show up dead in the coffin. And then the set piece would fall down. Trucy would be shocked and start to panic. That's how the prank script went. What? The heck kind of prank is that? But we never thought he'd actually wind up dead. Yeah, that was the only thing that was different from the script. Poor Mysterious. Well, then shouldn't that technically mean that Trucy gets off the hook and she's innocent? I'm so completely lost right now. I mean, we already have enough grounds to declare her innocent, right? So, not guilty. We just gotta find out who the real killer is. Well, Betty and Bonnie, it certainly sounds like you have some explaining to do. Alright, I guess desperate times call for desperate measures. just this once I will share how it was done with you. So listen carefully, you'll never hear this kind of thing anywhere else. Oh, I was like, oh, she has nothing on her hat. But it was a bat. After our teleportation trick, I went down on a stage. When Mr. Reese's body appeared from the coffin on stage, it was time for Betty to do her job in the understage passage. Excuse me. That's right. I used the remote control for the winch connected to the dragon set piece. And made it fall down. And just before the dragon fell, I called Trucy to the backstage so she wouldn't get hurt. After that, the plan was for Mr. Reese to come back to life in front of a panicked Trucy. He was supposed to laugh and fly up and away. That was how it was scripted anyway. But for some reason, he really did turn up dead, so we kinda just stayed on the ground. What kind of sick joke is that? That sounds like a terribly mean-spirited prank to me. The poor defendant was trying to do her magic show. I guess so. I'm sorry, Trucy. Whatever. It was all the rating Raja's idea anyway. Yeah, it sounds like the kind of thing a guy like him would come up with. This is the prank plan script we got from the ratings, Raja. Prank plan script added to the court record. The corpse appearing and the set piece falling were staged by Roger Rittins. That just makes him more suspicious, though. Dang it, you made us break our contract. Now we won't get paid. RIP. Cerise's body will appear in the supposedly empty coffin, which would cause a big ruckus. After capturing a bit of Trucy's reaction on film, Mr. Reese will come back to life, laughing and flying up into the air, causing another round of surprise. Ooh. Oops. Crazy. But where does all this leave us? Who killed the victim? And when?
Yes, exactly. Those are the key questions. If Mr. Rios was only pretending to be dead in the coffin as a part of the prank, then when he was under stage, there would still be life within him. And if that is the case, the Betty who was on the stage may be excluded from our list of suspects. Witness, was the victim alive up until he entered the coffin?
Oh, well, now that we spilled the beans, we might as well show you this video. A video? Okay. I don't really have a voice from you. Want to voice him?
Greetings, viewers. It is I, the great Mr. Rios. We are currently in the middle of Trucy's escape trick. Having snuck through the understage passage undetected, I am now hiding backstage, preparing to play a little prank on Trucy. I am about to hide in the coffin, which Trucy will stab with her rubber sword. And when the coffin opens, ho ho, I will be in it, acting as though I have met my maker. Can you imagine the look on Trucy's face then? Ho ho, I can hardly wait.
He's about to hide in the coffin? Indeed.
It would seem the threads of karmic destiny have led us to the truth.
But wouldn't this just come back to the whole thing like this was just an accident then? I mean, like... I mean, it's not really like, oh, Trucy's not really guilty if it was an accident. Dot, 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 dot.
The victim passed through the understage where Betty the Femme was, and came up into the backstage area. We know this because Mr. Rios appeared to be backstage when he shot the video we saw.
It appears that way, yes.
In defense, you proposed the following, did you not? What if the victim was killed under the stage before being put into the coffin? But then, what about this video? This footage was taken just before Mr. Rios entered the coffin.
You know, I was expecting a real video, not just like a still frame with text. Nah. Oh, so does that mean...
Indeed.
Clap.
Yes, it is horrible but true. The tragedy did indeed play out right there on the stage. When into the coffin where Mr. Rios was hiding, Trucy Wright thrust her blade.
You thrusted yourself into that picture. Arg! Ag! See, I told you so! So are you saying the incident was a tragic accident that happened during a prank?
It would be an accident if the accused had no knowledge of the prank beforehand.
And you're trying to say she does?
So let us ask the accused herself. Miss Wright, did you have prior knowledge of the prank?
What? Tell him, Trucy, you didn't know anything about it, right? Of course I didn't. I didn't know a single thing about it.
Objection.
Objection!
Objection. Still think you can play innocent, do you? In that case, you leave me little choice but to present this piece of evidence.
It looks like some sort of note. Ag! That's...
Found this note in the dressing room after the incident. At the time, I did not understand what it meant, but all is clear to me now.
Why get the video camera? After Mr. Rios comes tumbling out, Trucy Wright. Oh no 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 no. I got a clipboard here that says that is just BS right there. No. Let's see, it says, get the video camera after Mr. Rios comes tumbling out.
It is a note signed by the accused, instructing Bonnie to collect Mr. Rios' video camera from him, it seems.
I don't get it. It doesn't make any sense. I found it in the dressing room before the show. When I saw it, I realized that Trucy knew about the trank. It does bear a signature, I'll give you that much. Trucy's note added to the court record. A note found in the dressing room after the incident that bears Trucy's signature. So the defendant had prior knowledge of the prank.
It would appear so, yes. When she learned about the plan to trick her, she decided to use it to her own advantage. So she thrust the steel sword into the coffin where the victim stood chuckling to himself. Is that not what happened, Miss Wright?
Of course not. I didn't write or sign that note.
Ah, but the handwriting matches yours. All of the evidence and the testimony points to you being the culprit.
But I didn't do it. It wasn't me.
Then explain the existence of this note. You can do that, can you not?
I I can't explain it. I didn't write it, so I don't understand. I didn't kill Mr. Rias. You have to believe me. Evidence talks in the court of law, though.
Dot 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 dot.
Dot 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 dot. Dot 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 dot. Apollo, present the freaking clipboard. Gosh dang it. Dot 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 dot. The silence is deafening. Even though the silence is all dots.
Continue struggling against the threats of your own karma if you wish, accused.
Nah.
Even as you are inescapably caught in the web of fate you spun for yourself.
Fade to black.
Miss Wright, it is time to resign yourself to your fate.
No. No, I didn't do it. What? Well, I knew it. That sweet-looking girl, a murderer. She took all of us in with the act of hers. Well, I told you I knew she was a homicidal little witch from the start. But I didn't do it. I really didn't. Why doesn't anybody believe me? Shut up, you killer! We won't fall for that anymore!
And
Oh boy. This is bad. Just present the gosh dang clipboard. Dang it. I swear.
Your Honor, I suggest we put an end to this tragedy now. Give your official ruling and let us offer the victim's soul the last rites it deserves.
Very well, I suppose I have no other choice. This court hereby finds the defendant, Trucy Wright.
Objection!
Whoa! What do you mean, objection? Defense has an objection, obviously.
Apollo. You? Even now you would...
Of course, I have decisive evidence. I won't give up, and I refuse to let either of them down. Mr. Wright, who's counting on me, and Trucy, who's put all her faith into me. Mr. Justice, the fact that you have raised an objection means you have evidence to which to refute the prosecution's claims, correct? Yes, of course, Your Honor. Do we really have anything, Apollo? Athena, really? Oh my gosh. Actually, we do. One piece of evidence we can present here. Very well, Mr. Justice, you may proceed. As we saw on excuse me. As we saw in the show footage, there's no question that the defendant thrust his sword into the coffin. The defense doesn't dispute this point. But let us not forget that this was a magic show filled with tricks and illusions. We can't take everything we see at face value. So you're saying some sleight of hand was somehow involved? Yes, the defense contends that the sword the defendant used was not the cause of death. Now, what was it Trucy told me she did just before she thrust the sword into the coffin? Very well, let us see your evidence then, Mr. Justice. Remember, you interrupted my verdict to make this claim. Oh geez, you will be severely penalized if I find you are bluffing. Nugurk, that's fine, Your Honor. I don't like this at all. This shows that it's possible that the sword Miss Wright used was not the cause of death. It contains the rubber sword Trucy says she swapped in for the trick. But I mean, she says that. Can you take her word at face value, though? Hold on. I thought we were going to be disputing the signature, though, not the sword. I'm so confused. I wasn't prepared for this.
Eek sad.
It's probably the swords, honestly. I just want to make sure, though. I don't really know, actually. Maybe I do, but maybe I don't. I don't actually know. I'm just gonna present the sword, I guess. Did I ever look at this? I think I did, yeah. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna present, Wait. Oh, man, I need to look at this again now. Let's see. What's the issue here? My freaking chair is being a bit squeaky.
Oh, you have a sword?
Yeah, my sword is very squeaky. Whoa. And there it is. There's the rubber sword, even though it looks no different. Okay. And whoa. And then she pulls it out. Actually, where'd the sword go?
It disappeared.
I was gonna say there's no
Magic.
blood on it, but you don't see her actually putting it into view?
It is magic.
Gosh dang it, this magic trick is ridiculous. I can't believe it. It's not right. This is completely unfair. How do we even do this now? I'm just gonna do this one.
Take that!
What's this? A sword from the show? That's right, Your Honor. This rubber sword was in the sword stand under stage. During the trick, Miss Wright was supposed to swap the real sword for a rubber sword. She told us on record that she remembers very clearly that she did. I see. So the sword the defendant thrust into the coffin was a rubber sword, was it? Then why was a steel sword found lying on the stage? Somebody must have put the steel sword there by swapping with the rubber one. Just after the incident occurred, the dragon set piece fell and the theater was evacuated. The real culprit must have used the resulting chaos. Swap the rubber sword for the steel one.
Objection!
You have no proof.
Do you not know when to give up, stinkbug? That is not possible. Blood was found in the coffin hole that the sword was thrust into. It must have been left there when the accused withdrew the sword. This is incontrovertible proof that the sword she used was the steel one.
Objection!
But that blood could be the result of someone tampering with the crime scene after the fact. After the set piece fell and the audience was cleared out of the theater. There's plenty of time for somebody to plant that blood there.
Objection!
If the sword the accused used was the rubber one, then when exactly do you propose the victim was killed? Given that Mr. Rios was alive when he entered that coffin.
Objection!
Finding the answer to that question is precisely why we need to continue this trial. Let me express my opinion. By all accounts, it is certainly reasonable to suspect the defendant based on the evidence. But as to the question of whether the sword the defendant used was rubber or steel, I believe further discussion is warranted. I suggest we hear from the defendant herself on this issue.
Very well, Your Honor.
Yes, I saved it somehow, too close for comfort. But still. Crime photo updated in the court record. There are traces of blood in one of the coffin's holes. It's possible the blood was placed there after the fact. Let's adjourn for a brief 15-minute recess. A 15-minute recess? Oh no! You don't really see the blood in the holes on the picture though. I advise the prosecution and the defense to use this time to prepare. Oh, I'm sure everyone's very, very prepared already at this point. April 28th, District Court, Defendant, Lobby number 3. Phew, that was hairy! Tell me about it. We barely made it through by the skin of my teeth. I can't say I'm crazy about the prosecutor Sahdmadhi either. You know, with the way he says, let it go and move on as if it's nothing? Let it go and move on, huh? I don't know who's talking. Whoa, am I interrupting a secret
conclave of villains or something?
interrupting a secret conclave? That's okay. Secret conclave of villains or something? It's probably the TV producer, I knew it.
Ooh.
Got your next evil scheme in the works already? What do you want? Haha, keep making that face, champ, and everybody's gonna change the channel. Look this way, Trucy, now smile for the camera. See those pearly whites? Isn't that what the Grammari Creed tells you to do? Well, how do you know that, though? It's in the book, and no one's allowed to look at the book. ... How's it feel, Trucy? Everybody online can't stop talking about you. Calling you a real witch out there. Could this be the end of True Grammari? Go away, you creep! Oh, what's this? Someone just charged in the frame. Looks like a yellow gorilla or something. Could it be Trucy's pet? Filming is prohibited inside the courthouse. Do you want me to get the bailiff? What? I don't got a camera. Filming? What are you talking about? I don't even have a camera on me. Huh? What happened to the camera? It just disappeared right before our very eyes. Teleportation trick? Whoa. Suspicious. I'll be enjoying the rest of the Trucy show from the gallery. Put a call for Trucy's fans to come and support her earlier, by the way. I'll get some great footage out of them. It's gonna be good. Hang loose, baby. Yeah, I'll see you on the witness stand, good sir. Whoa. Called in some of Trucy's fans, but for what purpose? Apollo! That thing Mr. Ratins just did, that was some high-level sleight of hand. Huh? Why would he know how to do something like that? I don't know, but he definitely has some serious magic skills. No way, but I thought he said magicians were all a bunch of good-for-nothings. Wait, I'll let you do this one, because I don't know who this is.
Lawyer.
Oh, okay.
Oh, well.
Rip that. Oh, hello, Bonnie. Can I help you with something? Well, there's something that's been bothering me. Really, what is it? Well, you see... Hey, dummy! What are you whispering to Lobster Boy about? Betty... Who the heck do you think you are? Are you crazy? You want a piece of this? You know you have to talk to me first before you do or say anything, you harebrained! But I... Shut your mouth, you dumb bunny! Come with me now! But I want to know what she was going to say, though. I wonder what was bothering her. There's no way we're finding that out with Betty constantly hovering over her like that. Court is about to reconvene. Will you be alright testifying? Yes, it's just... I wonder what Mr. Ratins has up his sleeve. I doubt he's bringing in actual fans. Yeah, probably not. I wonder what he has up his sleeve, too. Better not be trying to get under Trucy's skin right now of all times. You're Trucy Wright, and you'll be fine. Oh! There goes Apollo with his best trick. That's right, whenever I'm feeling down, I always tell myself, I'm fine. And it works every time. Alright, I'll give it a try. I'm Trucy Wright, and I'm fine! Thanks, Polly. I think I can do this now. That a girl. Good luck up there on the stand. You'll do great. Thanks, I'll be fine. I can do this. Alright, Justice. You can do this too. Time to focus on the rest of the trial. Are you sure about that? Because I don't know about that. April 28th, District Courtroom number 6. And I think, I think it's getting a little late, and I think Phoenix needs to get some sleep.
Indeed. I'm almost falling asleep.
I had a feeling, honestly.
It's freaking 1 a.m. What can I do?
Yeah, 4 o'clock here, 1 a.m. there, and I mean, honestly, it's kind of like the perfect stopping point, literally going into the next segment of the court trial, so yeah. Almost basically...
I will be back, though, guys. I will be back.
You will indeed be back. 2.5 hour episode, let's go.
Yee.
We'll be back for another probably 2.5 hour episode maybe in the future. We shall see. But everyone, thanks for watching as always, of course. Phoenix, thanks for joining, of course. And you know,
it's been a pleasure.
It was fun. It was different.
Yeah.
Next episode I'll have my official Sahdmadhi voice, and it's probably gonna be bad. I don't know. But we'll see.
We all know my voice will be the official Sahdmadhi voice.
It'll be the real voice.
The only voice.
Phoenix only joins for the court trials because good Sahdmadhi voice. I have bad one.
Indeed.
Okay, everyone, you all have a good one. I gotta go get some food, and I gotta start a Splatoon 2 stream as well, so...
I gotta go to sleep.
And Phoenix gotta get some sleep. So, maybe the rest of you gotta get some sleep too, because, I mean, this is a 2.5 hour episode, so maybe some of you gotta get some sleep after this premiere is over. Ooh.
Run, go to sleep.
Alright, everyone. What were you saying?
I'm gonna call you out, Akaran. Go to sleep.
Yeah, go to sleep. Everyone go to sleep. Even if you are in the afternoon right now, just go to sleep right now. You know you need to sleep. And that's it.
Take a little nap.
Take a nap. Do whatever you gotta do. And we'll see you later. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Ooh, objection. Ah! Hello, everyone. You've reached the end of this video. But before we go for the day, I'd just like to give a quick shout out to the Tier 4 and 5 channel members. Phoenix Edgeworth, Acheron X2, Menthi, and Meister Papala. Thank you all for being awesome and supporting the channel. If you too would like to also get your name shouted out at the end of each video and live stream, shoutouts are available for all Tier 4 and 5 channel members. I hope you all have an awesome day. I'll see you all later.